Donald Trump told after announcing his campaign for the White House in 2016 was that his campaign would be totally self-funded. That, of course, was not true. Trump only self-funded about 20% of that campaign and turned to donors and super PACs to pick up the tab whenever possible. But at the very end of October, less than 2 weeks before the 2016 election, the famously cheap Donald Trump opened up his wallet.
Today I wrote another check for $10 million. I'm spending money like crazy.
Today, the Washington Post is out with breathtaking new reporting that paints that last-minute $10 million cash infusion in a whole new light. The U.S. government had classified intelligence indicating that Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi tried to give Trump $10 million to boost his campaign at almost the exact same time. In September of 2016, candidate Trump, who was already calling for his infamous Muslim ban, met on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly for a closed-door meeting with the Egyptian president.
He's a fantastic guy. He took control of Egypt, and he really took control of it. And I thought it was a great meeting. We met for a long time, actually. We had a long meeting and got along. There was a good chemistry there. You know when you have good chemistry with people, you're the king of that. And there was a very good chemistry, good feeling between us.
About a month after that great meeting, Trump gave his campaign that $10 million check. And then a few months after that, just 5 days before Trump was sworn into office, the Washington Post reports that a bank branch in Cairo received an unusual letter from an organization linked to the Egyptian intelligence service. It asked the bank to kindly withdraw nearly $10 million from the organization's account, all in cash. Inside the state-run National Bank of Egypt, employees were soon busy placing bundles of $100 bills into 2 large bags, according to records from the bank. 4 men arrived and carried away the bags, with which U.S. officials concealed court filings as weighing a combined 200 pounds and containing what was then a sizable share of Egypt's reserve of U.S. currency. Now, there are a few incredibly important pieces of context here. One is that this kind of cash transaction being a potential bribe from the Egyptian government is very much within the realm of possibility. New Jersey Senator Democrat Bob Menendez was just convicted last month on charges of accepting hundreds of thousands of dollars of bribes in the form of envelopes full of cash, as well as literal gold bars. Cash and gold bars that came from Egyptian intelligence agents from the same agency involved in this nearly $10 million cash withdrawal. The other key piece of context here is that Egyptian President al-Sisi is not, as Trump put it, a fantastic guy. He is an authoritarian despot who overthrew Egypt's government with military force in 2013 and has stayed in power through sham elections since then. But despite that fact, President al-Sisi was one of the first guests President Trump invited to the White House and one of the first foreign leaders Trump met with on his very first international trip. Throughout all of his presidency, Trump cozied up to el-Sisi, despite el-Sisi's brutal crackdowns on political opposition and his blatant consolidation of power and his disregard for human rights. At one point, Trump was even overheard calling President el-Sisi his favorite dictator. Clearly, there is more than one. So all of this, the classified U.S. intelligence that el-Sisi tried to give Trump $10 million, the $10 million cash withdrawal by Egyptian intelligence outside of Cairo, all of this is red hot. So why are we just learning about it now? Well, the other half of this incredible new piece from the Washington Post is about how federal prosecutors investigated all of this for years. And then, knowing everything I just laid out, Trump's Attorney General Barr seems to have made that investigation just go away. One of the lies Donald Trump told after announcing his campaign for the White House in 2016